Hello everyone, this is Laksh here. I represent Recorem. We at Recorem here are currently building a product, a platform through which we help hiring companies in the Web3 space hire passive top talent through untapped channels, basically through exclusive events and communities. With that, we have an exclusive workshop coming up with exclusive team, a very enthusiastic team, which I have had great conversations with recently, and are hoping to present you with their part of the journey. How did they enter the space? What have they on the table to offer you, as well as what are they bringing in for the future as well. So with that, today let's welcome Pareen. He is the founder at BuildersTribe, and let's have Pareen to start with. Hey Pareen, how are
Thank
you?
you, Laksha, for having me here. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing perfectly well. So Pareen, let's start with this. Tell us who you are. What have you been doing in the past years? How did you end up in the Web3 space? Is there a fascinating story behind it? Okay.
I don't think it's a fascinating story. I think everyone in Web3 has come because they saw this crazy opportunity to level the playing ground, to give some kind of transparency and power in the hands of people or
Okay.
contributors, make the world a little more fair than what it is right now, right? That's the
Okay.
simple goal that we are here with. The way I got into this is, of course, how everyone got, which is trading.
Oh.
Started trading, then started reading about it, and once I read through it, even though I was making a ton of losses, I realized that there is something in the technology. After
Right.
losing a lot of money, you still feel that there is something in the technology here.
Correct.
And yeah, I started writing. I was a ghostwriter mostly for 3 4 years before joining Wazirex, which is India's subsidiary for Binance, and yeah, worked with them for marketing for about 1.5 year, and started investing in crypto startups. So that's when I
Okay.
realized that there is some kind of a gap here where founders are not getting enough
Okay.
ecosystem support. And how do we do that? So with a friend, we decided that let's do an incubator and figure out how to support startups. I can't say that we still
Right.
know how to do that, but our aim, our mission is to make sure that more and more startups survive and they don't die. And whatever we can do to make that useful, we do it. So yeah, that's been the journey in short.
Okay, so to understand Pareen, if I understand your story, is this a good way for a person to enter the Web3 space? Start with learning things, start with reading things, then join a community, become a ghostwriter or any sort of, like engagement, have an engagement activity, and then start off by, building your projects around it. Is this a good way you would suggest?
See, I don't think there were too many resources way back, 5 years ago. Right now, there
Okay,
are enough resources. So you should
okay.
definitely read this book called The Bitcoin Standard if someone wants to join the industry right now.
Oh,
Many people are skipping Bitcoin and going to different things today, but that's the fundamentals still. You've got
okay,
to learn why Bitcoin was created more than how it works. You may know how it works, but the whole background history is fascinating.
correct.
Second thing is there is enough material now out there for people who want to get a job. You can go
Okay,
and contribute to different DAOs out there. You can apply. There are a ton of people hiring as well. And
okay,
then if you want to build a company or you want to found something or you want to really go ahead and uh, make a business or a project out of whatever
correct.
you're doing, then there are places like BuildersTribe where we help you out and say, hey, okay, as a founder, this is what you need, and we do content and then help in various other ways as well. So
Okay,
yeah, these are the three options. I would say there are enough resources that you can
right.
read uh, before even taking the risk of joining the industry today.
No, no, definitely. I totally agree because it has been almost more than 2 years to me as well. Okay, initially there was a large gap in knowledge and awareness in what this industry actually brings. Okay, I myself thought that it is some other world where we have to be, but getting knowledge recently, it comes down that only the technical stack changes, else everything almost the concepts are on the same. But coming with that, if you had to explain in simple terms, okay, what led you to build this tribe? Okay, what was that one thing, and what is actually build this tribe? How would you want to present that?
So I think I was a founder in Web2 about 10 years ago,
Okay.
trying to build a SaaS product out of a services company with the extra revenue because it was extremely hard to get funding back then. It was
Okay.
extremely difficult to even learn back then. All you could do is watch some Fallgram videos or do something like that. Right? There was
Okay.
no mentor network out there. There were not enough VC supporting founders out there. The bets were not that bold, right? So I've seen what happens when founders don't get enough support, and I've been to 5
Okay.
incubators myself. I think that has helped me more than anything else. And
Okay.
in in instead of instead of this understanding of what really incubators do, I think we are trying to redefine this from first principles. So let me get into what BuildersTribe does. Uh,
Right.
for a long time, we've had the Y Combinator model, that is
Okay.
content, cohort, and demo day model, where you either get in or you don't get in. Which means,
Hmm.
let's say if there are 50 YC companies, only 50 founders get that support, or you just don't get it. Right? What we realized is that this support is available everywhere, locally. You don't need
Okay.
to go to Silicon Valley and get this support. It's available in everyone's cities. There are investors, there are mentors who specialize in different things who can come and help you out. But how do you coordinate with such a large number of people? That's what we are trying to solve, right? So what we have done is created a product called BuildSo, BUIDL.so, where
Okay.
founders go and start posting weekly updates. So you start posting
Okay.
updates. It need not be something great. It need not be a great achievement every week, but the point is to show up, saying, "Hey, I'm still
Right.
working on this product, or the project, or the business that I'm trying to build." And as long as you keep doing that, on the other end, we have BuildersTribe team. We have a set of 300 investors, some chain folks, some protocol, founders who are always finding interesting plays and figuring out ways to support them. So you can
Okay.
either get like $25,000 worth of credits, which would include AWS, Notion, Firebase, Vercel, everything that a founder can need. You could get mentoring, which would be, let's say, I want to discuss my tokenomics with someone, connect me with,
Correct.
and we don't charge anyone, not to the founders, not to the VCs. In fact, if we found it interesting, we will come in and invest some of our own money in that startup as well. So yeah, it
Oh.
becomes a win-win proposition for everyone.
Okay. Okay. So this sounds amazing. Trying to understand how Builders Tribe has tried to become tried a different vertical in the whole accelerator space or incubator side space. How would you try to define it? What is that one thing that keeps you aligned to a different vertical and keeps you different from other incubators as well? Because see, as you mentioned, you started off with a Wise Combinator model. Okay, but certainly you think that somewhere it might not be the best over there. There is definitely an improvement. So what is that particular improvement, if you can mention? See, it definitely comes down to things that you mentioned, like there is collaboration, there is connection between VCs and the founders, as well as credits and opportunities that you guys definitely provide to founders. But is there something it is specific that you think that would help founders to grow?
See, I don't think there is any problem in serving non-Web3 founders for us right now, and we've been
Exactly.
told by a lot of people that this same principle applies across board. Do it.
Correct.
It's just that we understand Web3 better. We like Web3,
Okay.
so we want to focus on that right now. In the future, we don't know. Maybe we go out and open it up for every other kind of startup founder as well.
Correct.
Right now, it's important for us to make sure that we create value here and
Right.
benefit as many founders as possible. Eventually, we'll figure out if it scales or not. But right now, we specialize in this, right? We know this very
Correct.
well,
Yeah.
and might as well focus on this.
So
That's the core. Yeah.
correct. So Pareen, would you want to show a demo of the product and tell people how they can basically start off with getting connected with your team through the Buildso
Right.
platform, and also go ahead if that's okay.
So I can actually just show one screen which
Yeah,
explains the
why
whole
not?
product very easily, right?
That'll be great actually.
Just a minute. Yep. So that's what it looks like actually.
Just give us a
Uh,
moment. Yeah.
can you see it? Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what it looks like. No startup's journey is like this. for sure.
Okay.
There will be a lot of ups and downs, and there will be a
Right.
lot of knots and going around and things. What we do is we figure out that, hey, this founder is at one problem for a long time, and this is the kind of founder that we like, and that's our thesis. So every week you just come here, and as a founder you just keep posting updates. When you start
Okay.
posting updates, you start getting, as I mentioned, credits. In a few weeks you start getting mentoring. There are grants going on, and then finally we do a lot of demo days where you get
Right.
VC interest. So that's what we do. We are online, and for offline understanding, peer learning, and some kind of bonding, we have chapters. Now we
Right.
have chapters across 14 cities in the world. Our target by end of year is 50 cities. The
Okay.
idea is to have this network of people in every city as well. So
Correct.
yeah, this is completely, most of our programs are community run, and uh,
Hmm.
we are expanding our team now to make sure that every geography in the world is covered.
Correct. Okay. Pareen, there's a demo day coming up in the next within a month, I guess, right? Would you want to share something about that?
Yeah, so Denver Demo Day, we are doing actually in a month. There are three demo days. One is Denver
Okay.
Demo Day, second is Eat Dubai, and third is Eat Tokyo Demo Day. All of these
Okay.
demo days are live on Build. So as a founder, you can go and apply. If you are an investor who wants to go and check out these startups, you can apply as well. Uh, so, for example, you can see, okay, here's a Denver Demo Day.
Just a second. It'll be on screen.
Yeah. So this is the Denver demo day, and founders can apply here, investors can apply here.
Okay.
Once the finalists are selected, we'll upload the list here, so everyone
Okay.
can check it out and they get some kind of support here. So yeah, that's
Right.
about it.
Right. Okay. And similar, it works for the Tokyo and Dubai one as well, correct?
Yeah. So on the programs page, you will see literally everything. All of these demo days have been announced already. So you can see Japan, this is
Right.
Dubai, these are two India demo days, this
Wow.
is Southeast Asia. All of these have already been planned, and two in the US, uh,
Right.
already planned and announced. Apart from that, there are a lot of accelerator programs like Polygon, there's Polkadot, there's Animoca Bring accelerator. You can apply if you're a founder on Wilso. You can apply all of these things in one click. You don't have to go and
Okay.
fill 100 accelerator forms, right? So
Right.
that's also what we are doing. And as you get eligible, you start getting grants from different
Okay.
projects.
This is
Yeah.
actually something which is very amazing. I haven't seen this, in a while, because see, filling out these accelerator forms takes a lot of time and a lot of effort as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that is where this is
Yeah.
something which is, I guess, very useful to the founders as definitely, and to the VC investors as well. So
Yeah.
thanks
Yeah.
a lot for that. But Pareen, are there any closing statements you would want to give? Anything you would want the people in the community to know about? Any message you think it's important? Any learning that has been with you since the beginning?
I think since this is Recorem, forum, I should say that we are hiring. That's the main thing. We are hiring. It's on our website, and if you're looking for any kind of a job, please
Right,
do hit us up. Tech,
right,
non-tech, every role is open.
right.
And I would like to say that the fun here is in making sure that we work with these smart minds like you
Correct,
guys. Everyone who's just redefining whole industry based on first principles.
correct.
And it's all of these are experiments. Many of them will fail. We should not worry about that. Right? What we should
Exactly,
worry about is the few that will succeed and become, the next Googles and Facebooks. We have a chance to create history here
exactly.
once more, and that's so exciting.
No, definitely, and I have been for keeping following BuildersTribe from day one. Okay, and I have seen what growth it has brought, what position it has reached to now, and definitely from personal opinion. Okay, things that you guys are offering are way much more different than people who are providing mentorship support in terms of building a company, because building company is a very very big task. You alone cannot do it. You definitely require people
Yes.
and collaboration to do it together, right? And that's where Pareen,
Yeah, you need a tribe. That's
exactly, you
what.
definitely need a tribe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
that's not.
So thanks Pareen for this. Okay, we loved having you today. It was great knowing about what we have in the box for BuildersTribe and for the community as well. Okay. I hope you had a good time today, and definitely
Yes.
we'd catch up and meet at Denver.
Awesome. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Lakshay, for doing this.
Thank you.